Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel for those who are returning and welcome for those who are new. This may seem like a lot, maybe overwhelming to some, but for me I like to compartmentalize, and I have done, the all-in-one on my personal size TN. This is by Chic Sparrow. It's the Mr. Darcy, and I had everything in it. I would say pretty much everything in it with the exception of this and this. So I had three in the kind of like in the beginning stages of getting back to analog planning, but then this happened. I wanted to insert this clip. I'm actually editing the video that you're watching now, and this is present time. The reason why I wanted to add this clip, and it's so funny because I recorded the whole thing and I didn't even have the record button on. Hello. Anyway, the joys of YouTubing, right? So the reason why I wanted to add this clip is because a colleague of mine yesterday had asked me about my journals. A lot of people do, actually. I keep my journals on my desk, and sometimes I'm journaling there and stuff. So they pass by my desk and they're like, you have really pretty journals. Where'd you get them? You know, what size is it? Da da da. So I wanted to chime in on the whole size matters, or planner piece, or whatever the case may be. And if you didn't see that video about planner piece, I'm gonna link it in the description below, because it's so important to know how you plan, how you journal before you go out buying stuff, okay? Because a lot of people buy like hundreds of books and they use like 20 books in 1 year, and they're all like half empty, or some of them like almost empty, like just a couple of pages used. When I first started back analog planning, these are the three TNs that I got. The very first one I got, I knew that, this is like my all-time favorite size. It's the personal size, and I wanted my checkbook to fit into it. That's the whole purpose of why I wanted this size, and it was big enough. You saw my other two EDCs, so I wanted something big enough to fit in my handbag without it not being too bulky like the 8.5. And this is big. But anyhow, my point is trying to force yourself into a size or into a book type like Stalogy, Hobonichi, Sterling Ink, all those other book inserts. Trying to force yourself into a size when you don't even like it, it's going to cause you frustration. I get the, oh, if you really wanted to, you would. No, it's not a case of want. It's a case of need. Like, what is it you're needing your planners to do? What is it that you're needing for a journal? How much space? Like, I love to journal, so I need, for my memory keeper, I need a lot of space. Not as much space as I do for my financial planner, because I have a lot of information in here. A lot, okay? So it needs more data than this. Okay, yeah, I put pictures in here and stuff like that, which this is a good happy medium. And my on-the-go is my personal size. So what do you need it for? Instead of going out and buying a bunch of supplies, figure out what type of person you are when it comes to pen and paper, because really that's what it is. It's just pen and paper. What I've been telling everyone is that get you a sheet of paper, cut it to the size of the book that you want to get, and then start using it. That's the first step, okay? Going out and getting a bunch of stuff and then you end up not using it, to me, it's a waste. Like I've always told you that in the beginning of my channel, those who've been following me for a while, it is such a waste, even with handbags, okay? If you buy like 100 handbags and you're only using 20 of them, that's a waste. That's all I wanted to say, because my colleague was asking like, oh, you think this would be good for me, and I was asking her questions like, well, what do you plan on using it for? Do you need a lot of writing space? Do you want it to be portable? Things of that nature. What kind of leather type do you like? Do you like it soft? Do you like it smooth? Do you like a little bit of texture? These are the questions you really have to ask yourself instead of following all these content creators. Even me, like, don't listen to me. If it doesn't work for you, don't listen to me, You really have to figure out for yourself what your needs are. So all these sizes that I have, I love them. I love all of them. It's not because I take my EDC and I go into a B6 for my EDC, or I go into an 85 for my EDC. I think that's what frustrates a lot of people, is choosing one particular size for your all-in-one. That's why I have my whole system, that the way that I have it set up is because there are certain needs for certain categories of my life. But again, you may not plan like that. You may want everything in one. Are you that type of person that needs everything in it? You may go to a lot of doctor's appointments. You may have to have all of your medical information in your planner. You know, you got to think about that too. Okay, going back to the regular programming. This is my normal EDC, but I am in my rings right now because I'm experimenting if I like rings or not. We'll see. Anyway. Okay, so it is 5:15 in the morning. I have to start getting ready for work soon. As y'all know, I am a 9-to-5-er. I have a normal job. I have a family. So I make time early in the morning or late at night to make these videos. Okay, so where was I? I don't have my 2 work planners here because I am separating those because I don't want my work life and my personal life to intertwine. All right, let me show you my normal EDC. I have my nano, my pocket, and then my personal. Those are the sizes that I normally use as an EDC. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to take this out of the mix because this is my personal size rings. And for now, this is my everyday carry. I am going on a month in about a couple of days. Okay, I'm going to go quickly because, yeah, I don't have a whole lot of time. So this is my brain dump commonplace book, and it's in a Stalogy B6. This is my Art TN, and it's in a A6 Hobonichi, just the normal notebook. Okay. It doesn't have any dates or anything, calendar in there. This is a passport size, and it is my travel and language TN. And this is my reading TN, and of course, y'all know it is the standard size. And then I have my goals TN, also in the standard size. So let me actually put these back real quick. And now I'm going to move on to the bigger TNs. This is my Jesus TN, and it has a A5 in it. It also has 2 wide Moleskine books in there. This is my finance TN, and I'm going to talk about this later because I have a video that has some changes that were made. So I don't want to show this one yet because I'm actually creating a video that will have all the details. I may link it depending on which one goes out first. And then I have my home TN, and it's in a wide size. And it carries the Moleskine wide size books, the Kaye books. And then lastly is my memory keeping book, and it holds Leuchtturm 1917, and it's in the B6 size. So the reason I can flip between my personal, my pocket, and my nano all the time without missing a beat is because everything is archived in my stationary planners that stay home. So my home TN has all of the important information like doctor's appointments and when we need to change our filters in our fridge and our home, just whatever. All of that is in here. All the important yearly things that we have to remember. So if I want to find out when our next doctor's appointment is, I don't have to search in any of these. Like, oh my goodness, what insert was it in? All I have to do is just look in here. Okay. Then in my finance book, it houses everything that we spend, our income, our investments, all of that. Again, I don't need to be searching in here. It is all in here. And then my Jesus journal, I put all of my devotions in here, and I don't have to worry about limiting myself to my writing space when I am doing my devotions in the morning. I have plenty of space in here. Now there are times when I travel that I don't bring my Jesus TN because it's too big to travel. So yes, I do sometimes put them in here. And hold on. Okay, so my brain dump commonplace book, it just has too much information. I'm telling you, it's just all kinds of writing in here, and I don't want to overload my EDCs. My RTN, I like a lot of space. Again, same thing, to draw and paint without using up all my papers in my EDC. And then my travel and language TN, I only use this pretty much when I travel or if I'm practicing Japanese or French. And then my goal TN, again, I need a lot of room to be able to go over my weekly goals, my monthly goals, my yearly goals. I have to have room for it. And then my reading TN, I actually did keep it in here at one point, but I was writing so much. So again, I do want a lot of writing space to be able to talk about what I'm reading. I like to remember and I like to savor my books. So that's why I have a separate TN for that. To summarize, the reason why I have so many, in order to just throw out my thoughts, my ideas, and important information in these books instead of putting them in my EDC like a lot of people do. It's because I don't want to have to carry these TNs in my handbag with a bunch of documents that I really don't want people to find out there, like my financial information. I don't want that in here, because if something happens, if I lose it, you know, when I'm out and about, because these are the only ones that I really take out and about, with the exception of my travel stuff, but there's nothing sensitive in here. Another thing is, I believe in efficiency, and everyone plans differently. Y'all can do whatever you want. If you want to keep all that stuff, all those documents in there, that's fine. But for me, if I take my, let's just say if I take my personal size, it's already big and bulky for me. For me, again, everyone's different. If I take this and I have all my goals, like my goals stuff in here. Now, granted, I do keep a section for goals, just, you know, small phrases, okay? I do keep that. But for my really detailed information, like weekly, monthly, 5-year goals, 10-year goals, I'm that type of person that actually has those type of goals. You know, not everyone does. Not everyone does a long span of years in goals. I even have 20-year goals, you know? Okay. So I don't want that all in here. I just want my dailies, my weeklies, my monthlies, my journal, my list. That's all. And in the list, I have things like, so I'm just going to give an example of a list. When I want to travel, book the hotel, the car, and then all of this stuff. That's important to me. Okay, but I really don't want to have all my goals in here. I do keep like the daily chores list that I can check off and my weekly chores list. I have that in here, but my handbag is heavy enough with all the stuff that I carry. Plus, it's easier for me to find things. I have them separated. I know some people have like trackers and all of their goals, all of their financial stuff in here. No. To me, and again, that is for me, everyone plans differently. It is disorganized if I have everything. That's just me. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. I hope you got something out of it. And this is why I don't do one book July. I have to have all of my books categorized. So if you like this type of planning and you want to learn more about it, don't forget to sub. I'll be doing a lot of these, as well as, you know, my handbags and other things. Like I said, I'm going to be discussing my finance planner, about budgeting, things like that. So if you enjoyed it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. So let me know in the comments below how you plan. Do you like having a set of planners and journals that are separate, or do you like doing one book only? Let me know. And if you have good ideas, please share them in the comments so that everyone can learn. I like bouncing off ideas. Some people have really given me good advice in the comment section. I appreciate it so, so much. Y'all, we are nearing 1,000 subs. And then I don't know what I'm going to do when I reach 1,000 subs. I really don't. I'm still thinking about it. I didn't even think it was possible. Honestly, when I started this channel, I thought 10 people were going to watch me, and that's it. So anyway, I gotta jump in the shower because I gotta get ready for work. I definitely look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.